Hi everyone, I'm Gemma Kubrams and welcome to Hatesphere, the debut record from the band Hatesphere. Today we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the album, so I had to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. Back in May 2012, I've stumbled upon their music on YouTube. It was a song from this record called Picture This. I've enjoyed it so much that I had to check out their entire discography and I've been their fan ever since. The lineup here is Peter Pepe Hansen, who's the only constant member of the band who appears on every single release. Then we've got Jacob on the vocals and Michael on the bass. They've lasted for 5 records here before calling it quits. Then we've got Ziggy on the second guitar. He played with Hatesphere for the first 2 records. And we also have Jasper on the drums, and this is his only release with Hatesphere. The production was handled by Jacob Hansen and it's tight, it's clean but heavy, no noise or no clipping, just the way I like it. It sounds great even to this very day. Message is diverse, the songs are mostly about personal struggles, anti-religion, hatred, revenge. I urge you to read the lyrics by yourself. Structure of the tracks is pretty basic, standard intro, verse because bridge, chorus, outro. Bridge usually has 2 to 4 different segments, and the songs usually have at least 1 guitar solo. When it comes to the music genre, this is a melodic death metal release with lots of groove and thrash metal influences thrown in. I would say it's 70% mellow death, 25% groove and 5% thrash. Now we can talk about the musicianship here. Let's start with the band's drummer Jasper. His playing is phenomenal. I love his double bass work, the grooves, the style repetition of his playing, the tempo changes, it's all here and it's wonderful. Next we've got Michael on the bass. The bass is audible, it mostly follows the guitars, but we have lots of segments here where he deviates from that stuff and goes on of his own, or we have moments where only the drummer and the bassist are playing together, and that's also very cool. Next we've got the guitar work by Ziggy and Peter. I love how they mix those tremolo melodic death metal riffs with those more groovier ones. The playing is tight and sounds phenomenal as well. Last but not least we've got Jacob and his vocals. His screaming, shouting, yelling, growling and sometimes whispering is also on point. Now we can finally rate the individual songs. The album opens up with the track Hate. This one was written by Ziggy, the only contribution he had for this release. It's a fun song, but I feel like the verses are the weakest parts. The grooves in the middle, the bridge section is phenomenal, but that verse just isn't on par with the rest of the song. Still, everything else slaps here and I love listening through this one. I just have to tolerate the verses. 9 out of 10. Picture This, Bloodsoil, Nonsense, Preacher and Dead were all written by Peter, the band's guitarist. And Picture This was the first song I've actually heard from them. It's my favorite from this release. Love the intro, the main guitar riff, it's so beautiful sounding, melodic death metal all the way. Every single section in this track is crafted with perfection and care, and I love it with all of my heart. Check this one out, you're not going to be disappointed. 11 out of 10. Addicted Soul was written by the band's drummer Jasper, and it's also a fantastic track. Not as good as Picture This, but still every single segment here is fun to listen to. It's heavy and melodic at the same time. The chorus and the bridge section is my favorite. 10 out of 10. Bloodsoil brings back the grooves. I love the intro, the tremolo guitar riffs in the verses, the bridge section, the guitar solo, all of that. It's a classic song. 10 out of 10. Down for Good is the last song written by Jasper for the band, and it's also the weakest track here. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great track nonetheless, but I feel like it's not memorable and a little bit generic compared to everything else on this release. Still, it's a fun time and I'm never going to skip it because it's not bad, it's a great song, I do enjoy listening to it, just everything else is better. That's it, 8 out of 10. No Sense is the second best track here. I enjoy the tremolo guitar riffs, the atmosphere of this one, the melodies, the drumming is phenomenal, the vocals slap, the groovy parts so good. One of the highlights of this release for sure, 10 plus out of 10. Preacher is more heavier compared to the previous track. To me it's almost perfect. My favorite moment is the guitar solo, like in the bridge section or outro. Love the chorus as well. It's a fun track, very dark sounding. 10 minus out of 10. Dead is the second weakest track here. It has some cool melodev guitar riffs, especially in the chorus, the bridge stops as well, the verses are just okay, it sounds generic but it's still fun to listen to, 8 out of 10. And the final song, Illwell, this is a cover and it's such a fun time. I am not sure what the original band plays, probably some glam metal or something, because it sounds like that. It's funny, it's hilarious, but they've made it more brutal sounding, the growling is on point, the guitar riff's catchy, the solo at the end so much fun, the drumming is legendary, 10 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable, the flow is fitting, groupability. Yeah, this is an excellent release, one of the best Hatesphere records period. I know that the fans prefer Sickness Within and other records, but to me personally, Hatesphere was the best when they were writing melodic death metal, so the first two records are my favorite ones. The highlights of this one are Picture This, No Sense, Bloodsoil, Addicted Soul, and Preacher. Celebrate your sleep by spinning this record today, it deserves your love and attention. If you enjoyed this review, give it a like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, links in the description. Shout out all my Patreon supporters who graciously sponsor these videos, you're all truly wonderful, you can join them if you'd like, there's a link in the description for that as well. So I can make you an album review, a Doom MIDI cover or a lyric video. See you next time, bye!